something to say. New component for Unfiltered. I'm going to do some of the videos from before, take a look at it, stop it in some places, do a little narrative, and decide whether or not I still believe in what I said, or whether I got to apologize to someone for what I said. Let's find out what it is. This very first video is one of the favorite ones that I ever did, and it was from about 4 years ago, and it's talking about the scale. And I've been in this industry for 20 plus years, and it has not changed. With this video, what do we talk about? We're going to see how smart a scale is. And even some of the smartest scales where you're stepping on it and it's able to tell you pretty much everything about you. And what you guys have to realize is there's margins of error. The scale. How new are the springs? How long has the springs been used? Has it gotten wet? Is the time of day different? What was the day that you had previous? Post. Using your scale to decide whether the programs you have is a success or is a failure is absolutely crazy, because we step on the scale today, we're 150 pounds, we train as hard as we can for a whole year, and we're posting on social media about how many pounds stronger we are. We gained 10 pounds of muscle in this past year. Oh my God, I'm so jacked. And then you get into, now it's time to lean out. The first thing you do is step on the scale. You're like, okay, I was 150 and I looked amazing. I'm on the scale 165. So now I got to lose another 15 pounds to get back to 150 because that's the number. But it contradicts, because you just spent a whole year working as hard as you can to put those muscle on wherever you needed that muscle. But then in your mind, you still need to see that 150. And people will over diet, overtrain, and starve themselves just to see that number. And if they see that number, they're happy. Now let's get into the video and let's see what exactly I'm saying about that scale. Let's maestro. Like, wait, that's me, right? I guess I'm the maestro. One-man show today. So, Nate, cut out, cut in.
Hey everybody, it's Nathan Harewood here of Dominate. It's time for another Nate's Beef. We're coming to the Christmas season. I'm over here in Canada. It's minus 30 with the wind chill, minus 30 Celsius. So I'm staying warm, but with the Christmas season, the average
skirt. Now let's just stop right there for a second. I'm looking back at this video and I could always tell how many years it was based on the tattoo. And then, so I had, one sleeve done. I now have two sleeves done. And it's kind of neat. I have the same sweater, different hat, because again, that was in December. But the point of this with the scale, and it is one of those fancy ones, is let's see if the scale is as smart as what we say it is. Let's continue on, shall we?
Weight gain is 10 pounds. Now, with those 10 pounds, everybody likes to flip out and say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can't believe it, because with this scale, if it is down 4 pounds, oh, I wish I had 5. But if it is up 1 pound, the whole world around you, including your co-workers and your loved ones, are going to be miserable with you, and you will tell the world that you are up 1 pound. 1 pound of what? We're not too sure. But with these special magical powers that these scales have to ruin or to break a person's day, today I'm going to test out the scale and see, and put the myth to see if they have superpowers to know what exactly is standing on top of them. Now, I can't use a counter and put down, 150 pounds, 100 pounds on it. So to show you there's no tricks, sleeves are up. I'm moving the scale over to the side. We're going to use a smaller scale here. Typical food scale works on the same principle as a body weight scale. Again, let me go here, throw on a glove, real quick. This is where you guys insert your lame rubber glove joke. Cough, ha, 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 ha. And we're back, okay? So as you can see, regular scale, I think it does up to 16 ounces. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the scale.
All right, Nathan, hold that right there, and let's talk about this for a second. Now, I know there's not the scale that you stand on that I'm using. I'm using a typical, it's a cheap scale that you get from, any kind of houseware store or a dollar store or whatever, but the principle is the same. Now, whether or not the components is spring-loaded or electrical, that's not what we're debating here. It's whether or not a scale is smart enough to know what it is. Now, I threw on the scale, it is measured 1 ounce of water. And then now let me see what the scale is going to tell us. Shall we?
Trick number 1. Your up weight. The weight that you are up. We have 1 ounce of water. Magical scale. What is that weight on top of you? What is that composed of? Magical scale, please tell me what is on top of you. Is it liquid or solid? It doesn't have it. Looks like water. Tastes like water. Gotta be water. Well, that's 1 for me, 0 for the scale. Next item. I'll show you Christmas oranges. Okay, some people say, oh my God, if I eat sugar, I gain weight. Well, let's see if the scale can tell if it's sugar. Scale, is that a sugar on top of you? Scale, is that a sugar on top of you? Nope, scale doesn't know. Let me test it. Some of you guys like to go out on the weekend. We have 1 ounce of a very fine scotch.
Now let's talk about the scotch. I'm a scotch man. I love scotch. I have Whiskey Wednesdays. I go to scotch tastings. I got a collection of scotch. This is one of my favorite parts of the video where I actually get to have some scotch. Now, unfortunately, I did it in 1 take, so I wasn't going to have multiples. But again, we're just checking to see whether or not the scotch can tell whether it's a sugar. Can tell whether or not it's an alcohol. Whether it can tell anything that's on it except for being able to tell you how much weight is on top of the scale.
We go out, our weight goes down. Scale, am I dehydrated? Scale, did I drink too much? Scale, am I still sober? Nope, can't tell. Here, let me try. Whew. I kind of really hope I get to do a few takes of this one. Now, coconut oil, fat. MCT oil is amazing for you, super healthy. Scale, am I fat? Scale, am I fat? Can't tell me. All right. I'm not even going to try coconut oil because that's gross on its own. And now...
I love this part. Now, there's a lot of complexity that's going into the next part. Now, there's questions you're going to be asking is that really what I think it is? That can't be what I think it is. Now, is that really in a measurement? Let's see it first, and then I'm going to talk about it.
The last little bit. Now, you might want to look away, but this is to prove a solid point. We have dog shit. Okay? Dog shit sitting here on top of the scale.
Oh, man. I'm just getting flashbacks of that. Yes, that was 100% dog shit. Now, that took some steps. I had dogs, so the access was easy, but I had to take that. I had to bag it. I froze it because it was gross. I had to put it in a cup, and then put it on top of the scale. Now, the question that I am about to ask this scale is very, very important.
Oh, man, I wish you guys could smell it. Scale. Say nothing if you are full of shit.